silence in the right man speaks louder than charm. Imagine her eyes searching you, trying to read what you never reveal. Every pause becomes a test, every glance a riddle, and the mystery burns hotter than desire itself. When you say little, her mind races. When you pause, she fills the silence with her own imagination. When you hold back, she leans forward. Desire lives in the tension of the unspoken. It thrives in the gap between what is shown and what is withheld. And the man who understands this truth becomes unforgettable. If she pulls away, it is not random. It is her instinct screaming. There is no hunt left. You killed the fire when you showed her everything. And no woman stays when the fire dies. The mysterious man resists this urge. He does not rush to explain, to prove, to confess. He knows that silence, used with strength, is not emptiness. It is power. A man without mystery has no gravity, but a man cloaked in silence becomes the weight she cannot ignore. Mystery is not an act. It is not some trick to play on her. It is the natural aura of a man who governs himself, a man who moves through life with purpose so sharp it cuts through the noise of the world. Every culture has whispered of him, the knight whose face is hidden beneath the visor, the cowboy who rides into town, speaks few words, and leaves before dawn, the dark stranger in every story, the one who holds no need to explain, no hunger to be understood. Why does he grip the imagination of women across centuries? Because he embodies the archetype of the unknown, the shadow, the untamed masculine that cannot be domesticated by approval or control. Carl Jung spoke of the shadow, the unconscious side that terrifies and fascinates. In every woman, that shadow is projected onto men, and the man who reveals too much destroys that projection. He leaves no space for her imagination, no darkness for her to color in. That is why she feels drawn to the man she cannot explain. He is not logic. He is dream, danger, and desire woven into silence. But the mysterious man allows her shadow to live. He does not speak every thought. He does not answer every question. And in that silence, her psyche begins its work, filling him with qualities, desires, fears. She starts to imagine your past, your secrets, your scars, and imagination always paints you darker, stronger, and larger than life. This is where red pill truth collides with timeless psychology. Men think attraction is built by proving themselves worthy, by giving more, showing more, promising more. But women are not drawn to men who give themselves away. They are drawn to men who cost something, to men whose inner world cannot be easily entered. A Stoic truth lies here. Control yourself, or she will never feel compelled to know you, because the man who chases every impulse, every reaction, every need, he is predictable. Predictability is safety, but safety kills desire. Women crave safety in providers, but they crave fire in lovers. And fire is never fully controlled, never fully revealed, never fully owned. You cannot fake this. You cannot pretend to be mysterious while checking your phone every minute, begging for replies, living for her approval. Mystery is not playing hard to get, it is being hard to reach because your life is already full. Think about it. When you are on your path, when your mission consumes your time, when your attention is not cheap, do you even have the urge to explain yourself endlessly? No, because you don't need her understanding. You need her respect, and respect grows in distance, in silence, in patience, in the way you let her wonder where you are instead of announcing it, in the way you vanish to sharpen your craft instead of drowning in her presence. The mysterious man is not ice cold. He gives warmth, but not all at once. He gives presence, but never permanence. And in this rhythm, approach and withdrawal, silence and revelation, she feels alive. She feels tested. She feels desire. This is the paradox of masculine energy. Give her everything and she loses interest. Give her nothing and she walks away. But give her fragments. Give her silence. Give her a taste that she cannot decode, and she will chase. You must decide, will you be the man who explains, Or the man who embodies, will you beg to be known? Or will you stand so firmly in yourself that she aches to know you? The world has too many men who hand themselves away like flyers on a street corner. But the man of value is a closed door with light seeping through the cracks, and every woman knows behind that door something rare waits. Most men fail because they confuse mystery with manipulation. They play games. They delay texts on purpose. They pretend to be busy. But women can feel the difference. True mystery is not performance. It is reality. It is the natural byproduct of a man consumed by higher pursuits. The man who has built his body, sharpened his mind, and fortified his spirit has no time for endless chatter. His life itself creates the silence she feels drawn into. Picture two men. One waits by his phone, ready to answer her every message in seconds, eager to please. The other checks his phone after finishing his workout, closing a deal, or writing a plan for his future. Which man carries gravity? Which man is remembered? Which man forces her to sit in her own tension, wondering what he is doing, who he is becoming, what occupies his thoughts? Mystery thrives in scarcity. When your attention is rare, it becomes precious. When your words are measured, they gain weight. When your presence is fleeting, she burns for it. A man who lives in mystery does not reveal his entire soul to anyone who asks. He reveals pieces only when they are earned, not because he fears intimacy, but because he understands value. Gold is not scattered on the street. Diamonds are not left in open hands. They are hidden, protected, and revealed only to those worthy of them. So, why are women magnetized by mysterious men? Because every woman carries a primal hunger to be chosen, to be tested, to be challenged, and the mysterious man becomes her challenge. He is not easy. He is not open to everyone. He is not desperate to be understood. He is selective, and that selectivity becomes intoxicating. In the red pill lens, this is about frame. Most men collapse into her frame, rushing to explain, defend, or justify themselves. But the mysterious man never abandons his frame. He is not moved by her emotions, not shaken by her tests, not pulled into her storms. His silence, his restraint, his focus on what matters most, that is his frame. And women cannot resist the man who remains unmoved. In Stoicism, Epictetus warned, control what is yours to control. Release what is not. The mysterious man lives by this law. He does not chase her mood swings. He does not overshare to earn comfort. He does not fill silence with nervous words. He controls his energy, his tongue, his path, and in that control, he becomes untouchable. She can scream, she can beg, she can seduce, but she cannot break the fortress of a man who belongs to himself. That fortress, cloaked in quiet, is the essence of masculine mystery. But do not mistake this for emptiness. He is not a blank slate. He is not silent because he has nothing to say. He is silent because his life is already full of ambition, discipline, vision, and she must earn entry into that world. This is the man who leaves her restless. This is the man she tells her friends about. This is the man she cannot stop thinking about when she should be sleeping. Because he is not hers yet. Because she has not solved him. Because she knows, deep down, that his soul cannot be fully claimed. Ask yourself, do you want to be remembered? Or do you want to be consumed and forgotten? Do you want to be the man she vents about? Or the man she obsesses over? Do you want to be the man who reveals too much? Or the one who lets her imagination do the work? The mysterious man never asks these questions. He simply lives the answer, and that is why women chase him long after others are forgotten. Mystery without strength is just silence. Mystery without backbone is weakness disguised, and women can sense the difference. A man who withdraws because he fears rejection is not mysterious. He is insecure. A man who stays quiet because he has nothing to say is not magnetic. He is empty, but a man who withholds because he chooses restraint, because he stands firm in his path, because his world is already full. That man becomes unforgettable, The mysterious man does not disappear to avoid. He disappears to sharpen. He does not leave gaps to manipulate. He leaves gaps because he values his time, his mission, his growth, and when he returns stronger, more refined, more centered. This is the masculine dance, approach and retreat, presence and absence, fire and silence. Women crave it because it stirs their emotions, their fantasies, their sense of pursuit. It pulls them out of the dull routine of men who over-explain and overexpose. Think of the men who shape culture. James Bond never explains his every move. Bruce Wayne lives behind a mask, and yet the allure of the unknown makes him irresistible, even in modern life. Think of the man in the gym who trains alone, never filming himself, never bragging. His silence makes him stand out more than the loudest influencer. The cowboy, the samurai, the wanderer. These figures do not beg to be seen. They exist fully, and in that existence, they draw others in. Mystery is not about what you hide. It's about what you prioritize. Your body speaks before your mouth ever does. Your discipline shows more than your words. Your actions, your focus, your stillness, they reveal a man who cannot be reduced to a cheap story. When a woman stands before such a man, her instincts ignite. She wonders, who is he really? What drives him? What lies behind that silence? And in that wondering, attraction grows like a fire she cannot put out. But here lies the warning. You cannot fake this. If your life is empty, your silence will expose you. If you lack ambition, your restraint will seem hollow. Mystery demands substance. It demands that you build a kingdom within yourself, so that when you open the gates, even slightly, she feels the magnitude of what lies inside. Men without mission collapse into women. They have nothing else to live for, so they smother her with attention. But men with mission, real mission, radiate mystery because their lives cannot be contained in a single moment or conversation. This is why masculine empowerment is not about chasing women. It's about chasing purpose, and in that chase, women chase you because your silence is not void. It is full of power because your restraint is not weakness. It is discipline because your mystery is not confusion. It is mastery. She will test you. She will push for answers. She will demand clarity. But the mysterious man knows when to give and when to hold. He knows that desire dies in complete exposure, and so he reveals himself in pieces, never all at once. Never cheaply. You must learn to enjoy this restraint, to enjoy the silence, to let her sit in uncertainty, because in that uncertainty, her desire grows, and in that desire, her respect is born. The man of mystery is not a ghost. He is a presence she cannot fully grasp, and because she cannot grasp him, she never stops reaching. Power is not about being loud. Power is not about constant explanation. Power is presence, sharpened by silence, fueled by purpose. Become that man, and she will never forget you. The man who knows his worth chases nothing. He attracts everything. Remember, mystery is not hiding. It is ruling yourself so deeply that no one can fully own you. That is the man she cannot replace, the man she never forgets. If this message spoke to you, subscribe for more truths on power, psychology, and attraction.